you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark. It's a great pleasure to have you here at the embassy, and I also am very pleased to see my very good friend, Ambassador Simoni. And thank you for bringing the Institute for Cultural Diplomacy here at the Italian embassy. And I think this is highly symbolic because cultural diplomacy is not only a very important dimension of the diplomatic job in general, but it is also something that we Italians have been promoting in a very systematic way. It goes without saying that for a country like Italy, the diplomatic dimension is fundamental in what we do as we present our country internationally. And so your discussions, I think, are absolutely crucial because they will focus on the way in which this particular tool can bridge barriers, and actually strengthen relations among countries, among nations, among regions, but also at the same time identify areas and ways to overcome difficulties and divisions and misunderstandings where they may occur. And frankly speaking, I believe that the cultural dimension, the cultural element is particularly important for this. We use the cultural diplomacy element significantly. I'm sure you've noticed the banner here in the room and the ones that are in the hall. We are now working on 2013, the Year of Italian Culture in the United States. This is an initiative which is really the epitome, really the symbol of what cultural diplomacy can be. Through this initiative, which by the way counts more than 300 events in more than 50 American cities, we have been able to portray the image of Italy. And which image of Italy are we trying to portray and to accredit in the American public? Well, obviously, one component of it is the great Italian cultural and artistic tradition, the great artistic heritage of Italy that we are all perfectly accustomed with, from Michelangelo to Giotto, from the great opera and Caravaggio and things like that. But at the same time, we are trying to promote also Italy's activity in the areas of innovation and creativity and technology and research. So there are a number of events which cover, and I will just give you some examples, from nanotechnology to surgery done with robotics, an event that we do in Chicago. By the way, these are all areas in which Italy is at the forefront of technology, and that's why we are trying to promote those areas in the United States. I would also mention, for instance, space exploration. Not many people know that Italy has a very profound and long-standing relations with NASA, 50 years as a matter of fact, and just to give you a figure, 40% of the International Space Station, of the pressured modules of the International Space Station, that's where the people actually live and work, 40% is built by Alenia Spazio in Italy. That is just to tell you how profound the collaboration is in the space area. So why am I saying this? Because cultural diplomacy allows to portray not only the traditional element of the DNA of a nation from a cultural point of view, but also what applies to contemporary research technology, which also has a benefit on the economy and on trade and on investment. So it's a very powerful tool if used in the appropriate way. So I encourage you to go on our internet site, which is, I think, mentioned on the panel, and search which other events are planned until the end of the year and beyond. Frankly, we're pretty flexible on the dates. 2013 doesn't really start on the 1st of January. We began about 20 days earlier with a beautiful exhibition of Michelangelo here at the National Gallery, and 2013 does not end at midnight. At midnight on December 31st, it actually ends the way we see it a little bit later, so we can also do events in January and February. There will be many, so I do encourage you to visit them because they are truly a testament of the cultural diplomacy that you want to promote and you want to discuss. So let me wish you a very successful discussion today. I'm happy that you have such a distinguished interlocutor and a good friend addressing the group when I have finished my brief remarks. And let me wish you once again a very successful day, and I wish all the best also to Mark and to the very important institute that he's now running and conducting. Thank you very much. I apologize if I have to go. I have an important Italian minister in town, Minister Frattini, who is now discussing issues pertaining to another dimension of diplomacy, which has to do with international security issues, which are equally important, but in my heart, cultural diplomacy comes before any other dimension. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you much.